to episode number 2 of our little podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed the last video that we have recorded. So today we'll be discussing the cost of bodybuilding and competitions. So I know there's a lot of people that are considering obviously competing either this year or next year, but what they need to be actually aware of is
that the
cost
sport is expensive.
It
sport
is
is probably
expensive.
one of the most expensive sports that's out there. That's why I keep repeating myself to people that are interested in doing it. If you really want to do it, it can't be a hobby, it has to be a lifestyle, because it's too expensive to be a hobby at that point.
And another thing, it's not just like, you know, competing and then you get back to normal. Like, if you actually considering bodybuilding, it's gonna become your whole lifestyle. If it's even on prep or off season, even in off season, you have to eat the same
Realistically speaking, off season is still your preparation, but it's the preparation to get improvements. It's
And
the
to build
preparations to
muscle.
build the muscle. So you're eating even more. So hence you're spending more money. It's even probably more. The diet is more expensive off season than it is in season. There you go.
But
First things first.
But what we actually, because when it comes to the prep, as us females, obviously we want to look nice, we want to look fancy, we want to have nice bikinis, makeup, hair, all the extras. Obviously, men, they just get their pants and that's it. They don't need to do anything else but tan. But yeah, so here we are
From the beginning,
we're gonna discuss all the costs that you need to consider when doing bodybuilding. So first of all, I think the main thing will be gym membership, equipment, supplements,
your gym wear.
and your gym wear.
As girls, we want to go out, we want to go to the gym feeling good with ourselves. Still want to dress fancy, so you always want to have new
Talking
gym wear,
about fancy,
a new top, a new leggings, and nice shoes.
The cute outfits, basically, they will make you feel better, because we all did that, you know what I mean? Even talking about outfits now, I was looking yesterday on Marty. I really like their jumpsuits, but I'm thinking, do I need this realistically? Like, I just want it. And I'm trying to budget my money as much as I can, because as someone who's 20 years old, still goes to uni, lives out, does bodybuilding, expenses matters, because I pay for everything. So stuff like that, I really have to consider if I really need it or not, or do I just want it. But talking about gym memberships, so when we start bodybuilding or even just keeping yourself fit, whatever, you have to consider that.
First things first, you sign up to the gym, and different gyms got different prices, different memberships options. If you're a student, you can use the student.
You know what's gonna be
discount.
good?
There you
We
go.
should calculate all the pricing. So I'm gonna be counting all the money that we speak about. Yeah.
Right.
So membership is probably like between 30 to 40 quid.
Me myself, during my prep, we both work in hospitality. It's long hours, it's late shifts. Sometimes on my prep, I needed to have a membership to 2 gyms. One that was local, gym next to my house that I usually train at, and then a separate gym just in case I need to go. I didn't finish my workout or something come up, and I can go after work. I can go late night. The training has to be done, and I've got 24/7 gym that I can go to.
So that's an extra payment.
That's yes, that's another expense.
So as Roxana said, we don't go to commercial gyms. So as you already know, I train at Ultimate Fitness, which is not open 24 hours. Hopefully soon it will be. One day. But yeah, we don't train at commercial gyms, and the gyms that we train at usually open between 6 to 10 p.m, which means we both work at hospitality, and sometimes we tend to finish work at 11, 12, and we won't have the time to actually do the cardio or the training throughout the day. So that means we have to train at night time, and that's where the commercial gym comes, which is another 25 quid on top of our membership or a day pass. I was actually looking at the price not 2 days ago, because for example next Saturday I'm working 10 to 10, where I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to train at my gym, but then I need to do my cardio, so that means I have to wake up at 5 o'clock and go to Pure Gym, and the day pass is 8 quid.
Yeah.
The membership is 25. Personally, I don't think I need a membership because it's one-off, so I'm just gonna go for the day pass.
But again, even that one-off, that one time
It will add up.
it's still £7 or £8, and it adds at the end of the month.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, I don't know if it's gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna calculate all the pricing and then I will list it down either at the end of the video, so you guys can actually see how much money we actually spending on bodybuilding. But yeah, now when it comes to the equipment, you will need stuff like straps, belts,
weightlifting belts, bikini competitors. Most of us, I do believe, strongly with the girls that are wearing corset, and that costs money as well. It depends where you get it from, what company is it. Some of them are quite expensive. The USA brands are like about $100 for one. And obviously as you get smaller, the corset, it doesn't shrink with you. You need to purchase a size that is equivalent, so a size smaller.
So even when you go into the fitness industry, you don't always need all the equipment in the world, belts and stuff like that, because some gyms provide it. At my gym, you can easily find it somewhere, a belt or wrist straps or straps, anything like that, even ankle straps.
Yeah. Once you have it, it lasts you for years and years.
It's good to have your own one.
It's just a case of having those things, but maybe not purchasing it all at the same time, not during a prep. Maybe that should be considered to be spreaded around throughout the whole journey. So as I started,
that's another
going gym,
probably if you count all the equipment, that's another £100.
Try to budget it. If you know, like, you need ankle straps, like that's something that your gym has, but you know, sometimes you have to fight for it. If there's only one pair, realistically speaking, you'd rather have your own. Some gyms don't have
two
it.
different, like,
it is not expensive. It's probably 20 quid from Amazon, but at the end of the day, it adds up. So if you can one month grab a straps and the next month you can grab, I don't know, a barbell pad, that's already saving you the money that you're already budgeting.
I'll be honest with you, I'll use the pad for hip thrusters. I use the gym ones. I don't have my own one.
You can roll the mats. You know the mats?
You
can just roll it. In the beginning, when I didn't have the pad, I just used to roll the mat, and I used to put like my hoodie on the top of it. So
I personally don't need that stuff. I only got my belt and my knee bands, which I don't use anymore because I don't squat no more. And then I've just literally ordered from some cheap website the ankle straps for my glute kickbacks.
I got mine from
which were like
Amazon,
£5 from
really?
eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to buy expensive brands. There's no need to be wasting money on expensive brands. Or even it's like a website called Temu. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
It's like a Chinese website, I think. So you got so much random shit
eBay
on there.
or Amazon?
Yeah, literally, it's like £5. Like, you don't need to be spending more than £5-10 on equipment. Now, when it comes to supplements, you have to consider that you're gonna need amino acids, all the vitamins, whey, creatine.
Let's speak about whey.
That's a different price.
When you're off season, we usually ask us, do you use isolate when you're on prep, and then you use whey when you're off? Yeah,
right now, in my first prep, I was using isolate, but now I use normal whey because it's good to have isolate whey. So that's another different price.
Let's explain them what it is actually. So like the isolate whey, so isolate protein powder is just a purer version of the protein of whey, and that doesn't include as many carbohydrates. So as you know, when you're preparing for a bodybuilding competition, you're cutting on carbs slowly, surely.
Use isolate.
it is better to use isolate. It doesn't upset your stomach as much if you've got any intolerances like me.
And it's better for digestion.
It is better for digestion. It is better. It's more pure. Although it's twice the price of normal whey, which makes
so
it
fucking expensive.
There you go. So a tub of isolate is gonna be 50.
Between 60 to £100. £65 to 100.
Yeah.
Because
a big one though, like a 2 kilograms.
Yeah. So when I was doing my first prep, I was using Perform Whey Isolate.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, the one that I showed you, the biscuit one.
She put me on it. She put me on it.
So that's the cheapest I've found. That's got the best flavors.
No, they got really good flavors. Like
they got good flavors, and it's not too expensive. It's actually a good price for an Isolate Whey, which was 65 quid. Because when I was looking at other brands, they were fucking from £75 onwards up to 100 something pound. I'm thinking, there's no way I'm spending that much money on Isolate protein. So for me, that £65 was like a limit to me. If you're using normal whey, the normal price
is going to be half the price of what we just said.
It's between 35, 55 quid, depending again what brand you're using. You know what? I get a lot of question. What's the best protein for muscle building? There's no such a thing like the best protein.
Yeah.
All of them.
There might be a best protein for you. I've got digestion issues.
Everyone's different.
I've got my protein that I always go for because they don't upset my stomach. I like the flavor. They are affordable, and this is like my go for. Like always the same brands. So I use Perform. I use Biotech. That one you can order off Amazon. It's got amazing flavors as well. It is a higher price than Perform.
Which one? Sorry.
Biotech.
Oh yeah, I heard of that. Yeah.
And I actually like the gold standard, and this was my first whey.
It's alright. It's for like a beginner. It's okay.
It's like if you start off with the gym, like you can find that.
Me, I used USN. That was my first.
I used to have that as well.
You know what?
That was like one. You know when you go like Holland and Barrett and you get this like protein powders there, and this is like the ones that you can literally buy everywhere. Like you can go to Asda, it's gonna be there. You can go to like any other store, and those proteins gonna be there. They're like very affordable. They are alright. It's not like.
Let me tell you a funny thing. So me, 2-3 years ago, when I had my first whey protein, basically. You know, I fucking bought, because I wasn't like really like, you know, in that shit. I bought a fucking mass gainer. Yeah, there's one from USN. I always used to use USN because it was the cheapest, and I thought it was the best. So, and it was like available everywhere, like Holland and Barrett and stuff like that. I've never had like bank cards, so I could never like buy it online, and I had to buy everything with cash when my mom used to give me cash. I used to go Holland and Barrett to buy all my supplements there. Like, bear in mind, I'm only 20 years old, so like 2-3 years ago I was like 17, 16, like, you know. So,
for those guys who don't know, the mass gainer is a protein that's got it's like double the calories and double the carbs.
That's it.
It meant to, you know, get you on.
I mean, I wasn't like into bodybuilding, but I was training, which, you know.
Man, she grew. Maybe it was the mass gainer at the end.
But yeah, it was called All-in-One. If I find a photo, I'll try to stick it over here so you guys know which one I'm talking about.
I used to order from, like, I'm not gonna bash any brands, but there's one brand that I see like beginners going for, and I think it's not the brand that I will go for, but it's the most affordable brand, and it's My Protein.
Oh no!
You guys, please, if you see a coach,
don't.
That is no. If you see the coach that's giving you, use my code, and like,
My Protein.
Run away.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the items like the syrups are okay, but I would never use any like protein or any powder form supplements, anything like that. I would not use it from that brand.
At the end of the day, just use your own brain. As in, read the ingredients, guys. Read the ingredients and check it. Always educate yourself on things that you consuming or you doing. Like, always educate yourself.
But yeah, so my top brands that I like for the flavors, that I personally use is Defo Preform Whey, JP my top one, and I like CMP Wheys. There was a really nice one, like a glazed donut, and the flavours are banging. So that's like my top 3 wheys. But to budget, obviously, don't try to go on the lowest prices, as we said, My Protein, or you can.
You guys need to realize that to produce a product, obviously, you need to have some, you need to put some money for the product to exist. So the more it costs, the more it's going to cost to the consumer, so to you guys. So sometimes it might be the case of the price that I will mark a product as a good product, but sometimes it's not really the price. Is you please check the ingredients, please like read things, ask people, maybe order like, you know, you can order like a sample and try it out and see how that goes with your stomach, with your digestion, if you like the flavor.
So from my recommendations, I would say JP. It's a good price, good ingredients, and loads of different flavors. So yeah, that comes to the end of talking about protein. Now creatine.
We've got memberships, we've got memberships, we've got supplements, we've got.
But moving on, how much is your creatine? How much is your
creatine?
You don't? Okay, so I do. So for me, that's another 40 quid a month.
Yeah, creatine.
Yeah. So I use my brand. I always try to stick to the same creatine and same amino acids. So I use HL Labs. The ingredients are fucking amazing. It is on the pricey level, but it just works with me, and I really like the flavors in there as well. So that's around 35 quid on top.
And is that your intro or is it post-workout?
You can have it anytime you want, but I just have it before I go to sleep, because that's just in my routine.
Alright, do you have an intro?
Yeah, I do. That's
there you go. I knew. Yeah. Okay, so
yeah,
what are you having for your intro?
I use Content. I think that's how you pronounce the brand. That's another between 29 to 35 quid.
And how many servings is that, do you know?
I think 30 servings.
So about a month of supply.
But depends how, I don't try to put a massive whole scoop. Just like halfway
like a flour.
I
always flatten the scoops as well, like, so I make sure that I've got all the servings.
Yeah, so
yeah, I use just amino acids, so BCA in powder. That is my intro, but that's again
BCA.
Yeah, that's about, I would say, a month's supply as well. And then again, it's about 20
I think
quid.
with those products, they're always gonna be between 20 to 30 quid.
Yeah.
Can you find cheaper one? Yes, you can, but obviously read the ingredients once again. I think when it comes to supplements like that, try to obviously aim a little bit higher, but not too crazy. You don't need to spend, because I know there's a supplements that cost like 60-70 quid, which I personally wouldn't go for because it's too expensive for myself. Vitamins, once again, I buy my vitamins from Holland & Barrett.
Me, most of them as well, yeah.
Where I get actually a lot of discounts in there as well. So see, in Holland & Barrett,
that's when you have the card to the Holland & Barrett.
yeah, you can get two. You buy two and then you get one for free. Always.
Yeah, they go like 2 for 1, or
discounts.
every time you purchase something, I think the points go onto your card, and then you have like a cashback, so like a money on that card that you can take off your next bill.
Regardless of what day is, they always do some certain discounts. Or they do
that's also true.
3 for 1 or anything like that. They always do it.
Yeah. And they have good quality stuff in there.
And I see a lot of people actually spending on vitamins, like vitamin C, D, whatever. For example, JP, it's like 40 quid for vitamin C, where I personally don't need to buy expensive vitamins, where I get them for like 5-6 quid in Holland & Barrett.
Yeah.
Another good thing for me that I do, whenever I get sponsored by brands, I don't buy, because we get sponsored sometimes, so we get to choose the items that we can get from them. So for example, from Prozis, I just got sponsored from them recently. But I think they gave me like a certain amount of money that I can use, and the items that I've chose is actually supplements, so vitamins, amino acids, because I know I will need it. Like
I'm a bad influence, and I always go for clothes from Prozis because I just can't I just can't.
See, yeah,
I just need a new pair of leggings for my next leg day.
I did get a pair of leggings.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because I fell in the budget.
No.
But yeah, I got fish oil, like, which was like 40 quid, but there's like 300 tabs in there. That's gonna last me like a year, so I'm happy about that. I got joints, vitamins for joints, and then I think vitamin C, D, and K, something like. I just got like 5-pack of vitamins, and I'm happy with that because now I don't need to spend my money on stuff like that. And then whatever the rest of the budget was, I just did like a bit of sauces and little items like that.
Again, with like vitamins and supplements, try to not go crazy if you just start. Always ask your coach of like what you
don't
need.
need too much shit. That's another thing.
And most of the time, the vitamins that you take, some of them will have the vitamin already in another product that you're taking. Like if you're taking amino acids, there's no need for you to take like certain other
So once again, you don't need to go too crazy. You don't need every supplement in this world to be a bodybuilder.
Then again, asking your coaching.
And
cost of coaching.
Oh yeah, cost of coaching. I was just gonna get another topic because we got a list that we need to be discussed. When you choose a coach, that's another aspect that needs to be spoken about.
I'll say this: when you first decide to do this sport, please, you have to be coached. Like, don't do it on your own.
Oh yeah,
guys, this is so.
You need someone's eyes.
This sport is dangerous.
Definitely,
like you putting your health under so much. Like you don't want to take no risks, especially if you're young.
Don't do it yourself if you have no experience in this.
No idea.
There's no way you will go anywhere far. Maybe there are people who've done that and went far, but it's always good to have someone else's eyes. Because for example, me, I was just showing her my photos, and I personally I feel like I look the same since my last show.
Yeah.
But then she's telling me, no, you look different. Like you look much better.
But this is the prep brain. So at some point when we all watch each other, like when you watch yourself in a mirror every single day you see yourself in the mirror. Obviously, you're not gonna know how you look like anymore. But then again, the best out of the best athletes in the world, and it's not only in bodybuilding, basketball, football, anything, any sport, they have their coach, and that's for a reason.
Yeah, you need to be overlooked by someone, and that's when the coach comes in. So the price of coaching, once again, that's between 100. It can go up to 350
You can go up to
pounds.
300, yeah.
There are coaches that are charging crazy money.
I know those coaches, I tell you guys.
Yeah, I personally think the maximum is probably like £200. I wouldn't. You can. Once again, it depends on your budget, how much money you want, and who you want to be coached by. Because there will be different pricing between every different coach. Next topic.
Yes. My favorite. Meal planning.
Food.
I swear there's inflation on the chicken these days. I just went to the shop yesterday. I bought 2 kilograms of chicken, 2 sirloin steaks, and fruit and veg in Lidl. Guys, in Lidl. This wasn't M&S or Morrison's, and I spent £85. £85
For just veg and chicken?
Yeah, pretty much, and water. I don't drink tap water, I drink bottled water, but still.
Drink tap water. Girl on a budget. No comment. But yeah, I just want to say something with the coaching. Don't try to go for shit coaches where they will just charge you 25 quid.
Again, please guys, educate yourself. Do your research. Do your research with everything. Do your research with supplementation, with the gyms. Look at the reviews of the gyms. I don't know.
You can't really budget a coach, so I would advise invest that money in good coach.
Yeah.
That money that you're budgeting for your supplements, your clothes.
It's an investment. It's an investment in yourself.
But invest in a good coach.
Yeah.
You won't regret investing that money for coaching. Unless, like, obviously, I personally wouldn't pay for £100 for coaching.
And again, now this is like, coaching is mentoring. So if you have a good coach, you can take out of the coaching as much as you ask for, as much as you can take. ask your questions. Yes, you learn a lot, and you educate yourself throughout the whole process, and you will learn on your own body, which is the most important part.
Yeah, I learned quite a lot from my previous coach, which obviously you take on the knowledge and you pass it on to someone else, so it's good. But food will be so expensive on prep, because you're not going to be eating, like a lot of people eat only 2 meals throughout the day, and when I hear that, I'm like, are you taking a piss? Like two meals, and they like,
how many meals do you eat a day?
I have 6 meals now.
Okay,
but then
5.
But then bear in mind, I have like no carbs with 4 of my meals. So they're very, very small meals.
Carbs are not that expensive.
Chicken, I've just bought 1 kilo of chicken yesterday and it's finished today.
Yeah.
Because I have 5 meals with chicken and that's gone, and I spent like $8.50 just for a kilogram of chicken.
Yeah.
So
on average,
luckily we have me and Janae have someone who we get chicken off quite cheap, so we get like 10 kilos for a very, very good price. We freeze it all. Personally, do not buy chicken from like Tesco or something. Don't go for these expensive brands. Well, expensive brands. I mean, try to find yourself a butcher, I would say. Somewhere where you can budget the price with the guy. So any butchers get, like, for example, sometimes they do for 2-3 kilos, they give you a good price. Sometimes there's a kilo for £6, £7, depending on where you are, where you live. There's always going to be a different price. I would say therefore try to buy a large amount of chicken, then you can freeze it and you get a good price. Because even last time I think we got a good price. We got like before we found that person that we get chicken off now, I think it was like 70 quid for 8, 9 or 10 kilos. They give you like a good price. I can't even calculate it now in my head. And same with the food. Try to buy in the markets, even Asian markets. Like we bought a massive pack of rice, like 10 kilos of rice for like 10 quid. Because the more you actually buy, like, you know those 1 kg packets that you get from Tesco,
you get through it so
or Sainsbury, they like 3 quid, and then you're gonna go through it so quickly, and then you just have to buy every week, and you just, that 3 quid adds on, where you can just get a massive pack of 12
you know it's on the back of your head, like, you're gonna be stressing, oh, I'm running low, I'm running out.
Yeah, you rather just get a large amount, and then just pay for one.
Stock up if you can, honestly. Is
vegetables, fruit, once again, markets. We get the best prices. Any market, local markets, Asian markets, anything like that, if you have it locally, take advantage of it and go and buy your fruits and vegetables there. Because once again, you will get a better price than shopping in an actual shop. The only shop that I would actually buy things is like on a budget. For example, my cereal, oats, Aldi. I'll buy the cheapest oats that are in Aldi. I don't need to have expensive brands. Once again, people make that mistake. They buy the most expensive oats like for 2 quid. I get mine for like 80p.
Because there's things that you don't need to invest your money in, but there's foods that you have to spend the money on, and I would rather pay more for
meat and vegetables.
Yes, and fruit, good quality fruit. So the fruit that you buy off the shops, like, well, that happens so many times. Like, again, I'm not gonna bash the names. So there's fruits that you buy, and then the next day they go moldy. Like, come on.
Yeah. So fresh fruits, fresh vegetables are always a good investment.
And it's the things that that affect your digestion. So like meat, and then fresh fruit, fresh veg. This is what is gonna.
So stuff like oats, even Cocoa Pops. Why are you buying? You know, everyone knows the original brand.
Yeah,
that's 5 quid now. It's between 4.50, 5 quid for Cocoa Pops. I'm thinking that's mental. For me, they all taste the same. I don't see any difference between the original or the cheap ones from.
Especially when you're on
for
prep,
£1.
everything tastes amazing.
I generally do not see any difference. I always go for the lowest price. So stuff like that, you don't need to buy expensive brands. You don't need that. So yeah, that's with the food. The next topic will be, before we finish this off, bikini, jewelry, makeup.
Competitions. Let's start with competition fees.
Yeah.
Competition fees. Depends what federation you're doing. I think every federation requires of you to purchase a membership that is once a year. So it's valid for 355 days and you can compete in that year in any of their shows. That is for NPC $50, I think, or $55.
Entry
it comes
fee
to like 50
for the show. That's another
quid.
like.
But that's again like PCA, NPC. They have memberships they need to purchase, and you have to have the memberships to be able to compete in any of the shows. Now the shows, they vary. So
between
obviously
50 to 80 quid, it depends. But it's always gonna be between like 50 to 100 pounds, let's say. The entry. Well, I don't know about NPC, but I just know it's gonna be. That's the price of the entry. How much was it?
So depends how many classes you do. As bikini, if you're a beginner, you do beginner class. Then you have novice up until you win overall.
Oh, so you have to pick for every single class.
Yes. Let me get on that. So beginner class. Imagine you just started beginner class, then you go novice, and then you go open class. So that's 3 classes, and each one of them, and they vary in prices as well. Open class is more expensive than the first 2. So you have beginner class about 150 quid.
How much? What the fuck?
I think an open class is about 200. So then
just for entry fee?
Yeah.
That's
I paid 2 classes and I paid about £400, 350 to £400.
You actually never told me the price of that. That's
we never spoke about it at the end.
So I paid 50 quid for mine, so that's what I expected to be yours.
There you go.
But it's still like money. Obviously, entry fee, depending on what federation you do, is expensive. You can't change that.
Yeah.
There's no way you can change it unless you do a different show.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to pay for that regardless, if you want it or not. So now
competitions, they're usually not around. They're not around the corner. They're not in the city they live in. So you need to travel expenses, please.
Yeah.
Whether you compete in your country or like residence, you have to. The first NPC, you need to do regional competitions. So you need to compete in the country of your residence, and those are usually somewhere around London.
2 hours.
So from Birmingham, I have to travel always there. 2
like 2 hours, depending if you're gonna take a train or you're gonna drive a car.
Drive a car, or if you don't drive, you wanna take an Uber. I know people that I know.
But train. Oh my god, even trains are so expensive. But when it comes to traveling, I would advise
a coach. Take a coach.
Yeah,
coaches are alright.
Yeah, once I found a trip to London for 2 quid.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's I was going on like.
No, they're usually about 20 quid, 20, 30 quid. That is alright.
No, if you find a good price, sometimes you can find it cheap, depending like what season.
Buy your travel expenses and accommodation in advance.
Oh,
that saves up so much money.
Yeah. So
once you know the show that you want to do, straight away, accommodation, travel expenses, out of your way, out of your head, out of your budget,
I think that's the first thing you have to do. Once you enter that show, once you buy, the entry fee, blah blah blah, first thing you do, flight, hotel, done. No, first of all, save money. You will save money like that. Second of all, less stress on your head, because you don't need to think, I need to do this, I need to make sure I got this. Once you know what show you're doing and you know if it's going to be abroad, get those tickets and hotels straight away.
Especially closer to time, the deeper in prep, we have this prep brain. It is really hard to manage our daily basis tags, not even mentioning booking a flight ticket. I would definitely fuck it up. I'm 100% sure. I wouldn't even trust myself when I'm deep in prep. My brain just doesn't collaborate.
The price increases even when me and Junaid were in Telford. We booked our hotel 2 months in advance. So when I checked the pricing closer to the time, because they know something's going on.
Of course,
People are
of course.
booking everything. So price will, of course, it will increase, higher demand. So we paid like 68 quid for our hotel, which was quite cheap. So it was alright. 1 week before the show, or 2 weeks before show, it was like £200. Yeah, so
there you go.
you saving yourself so much money just on booking those flights and hotels much earlier. So that's on travel. Now bikini, makeup, hair, all that stuff.
Right, before we get into like the detailed ones, because we have the gym membership and we have the coaching, and then it's not a part of the coaching, but it's something that we all have to go through when we consider doing bodybuilding and stepping on stage, is posing.
Oh yeah,
I cannot. This is so important and it's so expensive.
Yeah, like what? Not even 1 hour session. Between 30 to 45 minutes, you pay 75, 80, can go to
Sometimes
£100.
If you consider going for the best out of the best and you want to be
Up to
doing
£100.
posing with the pros, half an hour, £100. Easily. Half an hour, £100.
I spend a lot of money on posing. A lot of money. But
And
now,
you need to pose a lot
now I
and
know.
frequently.
Yeah, because I've been doing this so regularly. I've been posing every single day. I know I don't need to do posing lesson as much. I'll probably do one more session and I'm good to go, because I generally don't think I need it that much. Just probably tweaks and stuff like that, just to fix it what fits me best.
Well, at the beginning, I would say consider doing as much posing as you can in your off season, so you don't have as many expenses.
Even when
with
you're
the
on prep,
and
your brain's not gonna be even working, and you're not. The last thing you want to do is posing, because even
last
now,
minute posing.
yeah,
this
last
is
minute
the-
posing.
you
That's
don't
the even
want.
worst thing. Start your posing as soon as possible.
And the stage presence is so important.
yeah,
like-
definitely.
You can make the win or you guys.
You can look shit, but when you
It doesn't matter how good you look like. If someone next to you poses like a pro and you look like an amateur in all of the aspects, then there's no chance. Because stage presence is, it's like being confident in life. Would you rather speak to a confident person, or would you rather speak to the person that stands there in a corner and like you don't really know how to approach the guy? You know, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah, so bikinis, makeup, hair.
Yeah.
That's another crazy price. Like bikinis gonna be between the start price £350 up to 600, 700
Oh yes, yes. So they differ, and we have both different bikinis. So so Camila's bikini is one piece. Mine is two pieces. So my bra and my thong are separate because I can't wear it. It's not even pants. That's at that point. It's just a string, guys. Hers is one piece. So
no, it's two piece. But
but it's got attachment.
Yeah,
It's got a connector. So it is attached all together.
Yeah, okay, one piece.
Yeah, I would say.
But before we say that, so how I budget, how I actually got a good price on mine, I always look for deals. So I was starting my prep in January, and I knew I need to get my bikini done. So I paid deposit. So the lady that was doing my bikini, she had a Christmas sale on.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've actually was bang on with it. She
Black
was doing,
Friday, guys.
yeah, any like
2 months.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
November.
Yeah, oh
It was
my
November.
God.
And then
Yeah,
January
yeah.
sales, like, please make yourself a favor.
When you have deals like that, Black Friday, Christmas, or whatever, January sales, take advantage of it, because the bikini people that obviously made the bikinis, they will always do like a little sale, 10% off.
That's even 50 quid. That's the 50 quid you're gonna need.
So I actually had £100 off.
There you go.
So I've saved myself £100.
And the bikini was gorgeous.
Yeah, I love my bikini. It's beautiful. Yeah, so I saved myself £100 because literally I got to the discount. It was finishing on the 31st of December, and the last day I messaged her, listen, I want the discount, and then I paid my deposit, which was like probably £200, and then I had to pay the rest like close to the date, which was quite cool, and I didn't need to worry about it. So when it comes to like jewelry, stuff like that, always try to buy it earlier, and get yourself like discounts. Try to look.
No,
for
of
offers.
jewelry, please, guys. Jewelry. You don't necessarily have to get it from bodybuilding shops or through bikini makers. Or jewelry, you can go to Primark. If they have jewelry that you see on the bikini competitor in Primark, go and get it. Because what's going to happen after one time, it's going to get dirty and you have to throw it away.
Most of the time it's a one-off.
Never buy expensive jewelry because most of the time
it will get dirty
and you'll have to throw it away. It's just one time that you're going to wear it on stage and we're getting rid of it. So everything that's sparkly and shiny will do.
Yeah, like
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You don't need to like get those expensive jewelries. Just get the, because half of the time, even when you buy from the bikini pages, it's plastic, so it's not.
The shops like Accessory or what's it called?
Anything sparkly.
Is it Claire's?
Yeah, Claire's.
I had my bracelet from Claire and I literally bought it last minute. I just liked it. I went to the shop. I was like, oh yeah, great. And again, Christmas sales, January sales in those shops. Like, make yourself a favor with the bikinis. Please don't go overboard, especially if it's your first competition.
Yeah,
remember that the judges, they judge your body. They don't judge the color of your bikini, how many crystals on your bikini, and if it's more shiny than the competitor next to you. This is not happening. This is not what's happening.
Same with the heels. Same with the heels.
The more classic, the better, because you are judged on your body, not on what you're wearing.
It's not gonna look nice.
If you go and you should go to the bodybuilding show before you even start competing.
That's what I did. I went to shows
just to see how it goes, just to see other competitors on stage, and just so you know what you're signing up for. And then look at those things. Look at the sparkly shoes and see how much attention the shoes, as the bikini, as the competitor walks in on stage, take off the whole physique. Because what you're going to focus on eyes on is those sparkly moments. Is those sparkly heels or so much jewelry that you're not even going to notice her shoulders or her, something develop.
Yeah, so I got my heels are plain as hell.
Same.
Literally no sparkles, nothing on them, because they look much classier.
Yeah.
And the less makeup, like you don't need to be putting some fucking,
sparkly eye, glitter,
Power Rangers.
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when it comes to hair and makeup, I know how to do my makeup, so I do myself.
I do both myself. Let's talk through how much they cost, because we know.
I don't know the price.
Okay.
I don't know the price because I've never actually. I've always been good with makeup, so I'm too scared to go to someone to do my makeup because what if they fuck it up?
Exactly the same.
If they fuck it up, it's over. You can't fix it because you need to. You're gonna have to be on the stage. So I personally do my own makeup.
If you're confident within yourself, I would strongly recommend you doing it your own way. It will take off the stress, because on the day itself it's very stressful and you don't want to stress more because they put a lipstick that it just ruins, you look like a clown, or you need to fix your makeup last minute and you have to go on stage now and you don't have time and you're stressing because you genuinely don't like the way you look like. It's going to take off your confidence and that's going to be visible on stage. So if you're confident enough with your makeup skills, do your makeup on your own, and it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be a proper stage makeup that you see, I don't know, like all the glitter and all the like crease cut, and you don't need that. You just need something that
if you know how to do makeup, do it yourself. Simple. You're saving how much?
You just need a foundation like 5 shades darker than yours, but always take a darker foundation and your own foundation. You can always mix them and mix match the tan that you have on, and there you go.
So what's the cost of makeup?
So if you decide you don't have the skill, you don't want to be bothered, like you can't be bothered, you don't want to be stressing about you doing your own makeup, you can book a makeup through the people that the federation is recommending. And for NPC, it's usually about, it depends if it's abroad or if it's in England, but I would say about £100. Your hair is about the same pretty much. It's going to be like between £1,600 for your hair.
Girls, it's simple. If you want to have straight hair or curly hair, just get a hair curler and do it yourself. Simple. Just hairspray, because that's you putting that money into the bin for what, curling your hair, and then you're paying £100. It's just, if you can't do that makeup, you rather pay that money to get your makeup done. But hair, come on, girls, like, do yourself. Like,
the hair is not really.
Unless you're going for like plaits or like crazy stuff like that, cool. Yeah, if you want to have something more fancy. But if you're talking about straightening or curling your hair, it's simple.
You know,
girls,
most of the bikini girls, we have the hair down.
Yeah, so
straighten your hair. There you go.
Simple.
If your hair is straight, straighten your hair. If your hair is curly, curl a little bit more so you don't stress that the curly hair is gonna occur from the straightening, and then the straight hair is gonna not stay curly because it's just do the natural look. Just do with
nails. I got Primark nails because I knew they're gonna get dirty.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I paid like £1. I never got my nails.
Those things are not really that visible. When I went on my first competition, my nails were like 3 weeks grow out.
Yeah,
like, I had a massive root on my nail and I was stressing out, and you could not see anything.
You won't. It's literally not.
And
visible.
you seconds on that stage. Seconds. Do you think the judges gonna notice your nails if they painted or not? This is again not something that they're gonna look at. Obviously, it can give you the confidence. It can like boost your confidence.
Yeah,
you can feel like a princess on a day. If you want to do it, go for it. But it's not necessity. It's not a necessity.
Yeah. So that's the end when it comes to obviously bikinis, makeup, hair, nails, jewelry. You can budget it easily. You just gotta be smart with those stuff. I think we're gonna wrap it up unless you have any other thing to consider.
I mentioned everything so far. Just have a look.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up now.
Yeah.
If there's anything that needs to be discussed.
Oh, one more thing. The recovery.
Recovery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, massages.
You guys, when you train heavy, when you train hard, sometimes you pull a muscle, you strain yourself, you injure yourself, or something feels tight, and then we know that bodybuilding is about symmetry and balance. And then this is the time that you need to go for a massage, sport massage, or
Massage.
That's my European size
massage. Yeah, so that's. I go for a deep tissue usually. I was thinking to actually go today because I feel fucked a little bit. Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
That shoulder's clicking every time I move it, but it's just fucking a little bit.
You can go once a month. Why don't go once a month? It's good to go at least like few weeks out before your show. Invest that money into that stuff, you know what I mean? Recovery, massages and all that.
Your training is going to go so much easier. It's going to be painless.
Stretch. I started doing it and I feel so much better. I'm that person who never used to stretch.
Most of the gyms got those rollers that you can like roll your body on.
I started using them at Ultimate and they help. Yeah, 100%.
So
even you can buy it for 10 quid. So
yeah. Epsom salt, it is so cheap. You can buy it off Savers, you can buy it from any shop. It's literally a few quid, like 2-3 quid, a bag like that. You add it to your bath if you have a bathtub. For people like me who have a shower, we just need to invest in massages and just have lava showers from time to time. But if you have a bathtub, amazing. Just chuck some Epsom salt in there, stay there for half an hour in the warm water, and you're gonna feel like a newborn.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up now, and if you guys have any suggestion on what you would like to discuss next, of course drop those comments below, and of course do not forget to subscribe, like and comment and follow us as well. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See ya.